The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the wind is whistling through the pine trees. All these glorious sounds are gifts from God. As wonderful as these sounds of nature are, God put into man the ability to organize these sounds in order to create music in praise to Him. Let me tell you about myself. I'm David Ott. I'm a Christian, saved by God's grace. I'm married with children and grandchildren. My whole life has been about music. I'm a composer, conductor, church organist, and music educator. I started playing piano in church when I was in 4th grade. I've taught music in college for 25 years. My music has been performed and recorded by the London Symphony, the Czech Radio Orchestra, and the Milwaukee Symphony, and performed on 4 continents. I hold a Doctor of Musical Arts degree. All those music activities have given me experiences I want to share with you. I'm going to take you on a special journey across time and space that ties music, culture, and history together. In addition, music involves science, mathematics, geography, and language, and we'll discuss them all. Our focus will be on Western civilization, meaning events occurring in Western Europe and North America. It is important that we learn about ourselves, our culture, our way of life. Christianity will be a very important part of our journey together. The study of music not only enlarges our world of knowledge, but it also improves our brains. Music activates every part of the brain. Did you know that when someone studies music seriously, the IQ can be raised by 9 points? And academic scores improve when music scores are studied, and not just a little. High school sophomores have studied just 1 credit in music have raised their SAT scores by 31 points in reading, 23 points in math, and 31 points in writing. That's why we call our program Scores Raising Scores. Music scores raise academic scores. I believe that learning is one of the most exciting things a person can experience. In a nutshell, learning is fun, and I'll do my best not to make my presentations too boring. We begin our journey with biblical accounts from the time of the creation. Following that, we will study the beginnings of civilization in Mesopotamia, then on to Egypt, followed by Jewish and Hebrew history. Let's get started. God's creation of the universe occurred in a very systematic and orderly manner. Each of the 6 days moved in logical sequence.
Day 1, the separation of light from darkness. Day 2, the creation of sky and the water below. Day 3, water and plants were created. Day 4, the sun, the moon, and the stars were created by God. On day 5, God created birds and fish, and on day 6, animals and man himself were created. And on the 7th day, God rested. But man sinned. His wickedness led to the great flood in which only Noah and his family were saved.
A Neolithic revolution occurred between 9,500 and 5,000 years before Christ's birth. These people who had been hunters and gatherers became farmers. They planted grains and cultivated animals.
By 8000 BC, they rotated crops, and around 5000 BC, they had invented metal plows and irrigated their lands to improve crop production.
The Mesopotamians created an advanced social system. People specialized in certain areas.
They were ingenious people who developed levees, canals, and dikes to control flooding. They created a tax system to fund and build such projects.
They practiced a religion of gods who they believed were cruel and easily offended. To understand their gods, they studied the stars and stellar movements. The Mesopotamians created the first written law, which was called the Code of Hammurabi, in 1780 BC.
Their law drew legal distinctions between free men, who were those of the elite class, the commoners, and finally, the slaves.
Following the Mesopotamians, our journey will take us to Egypt.
We will be introduced to the upper and lower parts of Egypt. Then we will learn of the three major kingdoms of Egyptian civilization, lasting from 2680 BC to 1550 BC.
Our study of early civilizations now moves to the Hebrew people. We will learn of the promise given to Abraham, the father of the Hebrews. Then the turmoil that plagued them.
Their unfaithfulness to God led to the division into two kingdoms, and finally their exile, and then even later their return to their land. This period lasts from 2200 BC to 500 BC.
From this first lesson, it is crucial that we understand that the Middle East is the cradle of our Western civilization.